You have been working yourself to the bone. You've been doing everything right. You've been making new habits, making a new life, and everybody and everything around you is just making you freaking crazy. Is this ever going to change? Is it always going to be this hard? In today's episode, we are going to tell you how to navigate all of this. Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Elizabeth Spraggins. I am the founder of AllJOYInspired and the owner of Digging in Darkness, Living in Light. So today's episode is going to be far more lighthearted, far more energetic than last week's. Last week was a heavy topic. I had a little bit of a hard time with that. We also had some technical difficulties, interrupting my ability to start on time and fluidly. But today we're going to have a good time. Today's topic is, are you protecting your mental health? Now, while you're going through changes and while you're adopting new habits, it is entirely expected and actually healthy to feel some tension, to feel some anxiety, to feel some fear. So I am going to answer Q&A, questions and answers at the end of the show. I'm going to say hello and have a chat with you guys. But until then, we're just going to get to the information. We're going to have some fun today. Tomorrow, by the way, is totally the Super Bowl. I got to tell you, I'm a little goofy today. I'm a little goofy today. I did something really, really, really hard over the last 2 days, and I was racking my brain. I figured it out with the help of my husband, who shows up and pushes a damn button. But we'll talk about that later. And that's why I have no makeup on today, and I look a little froggy, because sometimes when stuff goes down and it gets really hard and you feel like you're going to break, you got to step back and not take things too seriously. I am actively and deliberately monitoring my language today because I got another talking to, and they're only gonna be patient with me so many times. So I got to be careful about that. We are going to have so much fun today, you guys. So let's get started. Are you protecting your mental health? Yoink. Let's do this. Everything is stressful. Everything is stressful. Everything you're doing to make your life better for you and for those around you is stressing you out. But that's okay. What this means is there is a conflict between your old habits and your old you and the new habits and the better you. All it is an internal fight. Now it's time to put the fight to bed. Wow! We've all had those days. We have all had those days. I have those days still. I had one a couple of days ago, and as recently as last night, yesterday. Although the stress wasn't nearly that bad, I got to tell you, whenever you learn something new, and whenever you try something for the first time, especially if you're breaking habits over a long period of time, it can physically stress you out. Now, physical stress, if not kept under control or resolved, can be dangerous for your health, especially if you are midway through life or a little more experienced than most. Trying to be gentle about it, but it is what it is. So what happens when you're stressed out? I mean, why does that go down? I mean, you got a lot on your plate. You're piling on all of these changes and you're taking on new responsibilities, new duties, and you're leaving your old habits behind. And that creates a conflict of your old habits trying to tempt you back into behaviors which are familiar and successful, even though they were bad for you. But trying new things means failing once in a while. It means messing up. It means not understanding. And that can physically stress a person out. You know, these damn buttons are getting on my nerves. Can you guys hear me okay? I hope you can, because there's no way for me to know until I do the review afterwards. Also, when you're stressed out and you're learning new things and you get frazzled, you get anxious, you don't really sleep that well. You go to bed and your mind is racing and your head's just going a mile a minute, and you're thinking to yourself, just be quiet. I need to sleep so I can think clearly tomorrow. We all know what that's like. Even if you're doing something as simple as starting a new job, you've got all of these thoughts in your head. And if you don't quiet those thoughts down before the night is over, you're not going to sleep like at all. Or you could be having a new schedule. You're learning new things. You're doing all of these new wonderful habits and new physical activities, and you got a heavier schedule than you normally do. Now, usually when people are breaking free from a self-destructive lifestyle, They tend to sit around a lot and do a lot of things which don't have them engaging in the world around them. But when you finally break free of that, you're much more active. You're doing many more things, and that doesn't leave much time to be lazy. Now, let's face it, sometimes we want to be lazy. But if you're making moves, you don't have that luxury to be lazy. Or it could be a change in your eating habits. Yeah. Change in your eating habits, especially if overeating or emotional compulsive eating was a problem for you. If you are now consciously aware of those eating habits, your eating schedule changing can change up your energy levels, which can put you through some mood changes. You ever hear that term, women get hangry? That's actually a real thing. But by the way, it is not gender specific, okay? It is not gender specific. Men get hangry too. They get a little ditzy, a little bitsy. I did not say the CH, I said the TS, okay? ST. Bitsy. Yes. When people's nutritional habits change, when their dietary habits change, it can wreak havoc on your brain. It can wreak havoc on everything. Everything. Now I'm going to tell you why. I see it. Everything's going so fluidly today. This makes me very happy. I'm so happy you guys are here. Whenever you spend significant time under stress, no matter how slight or how severe, the stress can cause physical changes in your body. And when that stress is no longer a part of your life, your body needs to heal. You've got to give it time to heal. Here's how you can speed that along. So, what is that? You know, you don't have a busted bone. You're not bruised or cut or anything. What do you mean your body has to heal from stress? Yeah. Stress can hurt you. It can not only cause obvious stress, obvious physical discomfort, like you're losing sleep, or you feel like you want to drink all the time, you're having cravings for things, or you feel depressed, but it can cause internal damage. Stress unchecked can damage your body, can harm you. So, anxiety of replacing old habits. When you're working really hard on something and you're focused on it, and you are just anxious to get things right, that can raise your heart rate, that can raise your cortisol levels, and all of these things cause damage to your body if it goes unchecked. Now, briefly, periods of fight or flight, or surprise, those hormones and those body changes are meant to keep you alive by instinct. But if they go unchecked, it can cause some permanent damage. Brain fog. Don't make fun of me, y'all. I've been under stress for what feels like years. Years. Anybody who has kids, anybody who runs a business will tell you what brain fog from stress is like. I'm telling you. You have kids? Yeah, you know what brain fog is about. Because those first couple of months when you're not sleeping, aka lack of sleep, gives you brain fog. You can't think clearly. Everything feels like it's an effort in your head to put two thoughts together. Sometimes it can get that bad. Or you have additional and new responsibilities that don't give you the time to chill the flip out, to chill out. Just for instance, just this week, we launched another expansion for AllJOYInspired, which is the store. We're going to talk about that later. So proud of myself, by the way. I swear, I was almost in tears for 36 straight hours. 36 straight hours. I think I'm going to lose my freaking mind. And then my husband walks in and he pushes a button and I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? To be under severe stress because I have some other things going on. But we launched that expansion successfully by the deadline that I needed it to be done. And then on top of the expansion, we're also launching another LLC. It's going to have someone running it, and it's going to be, well, I don't want to give it away because that's a surprise. That's actually for an entirely different subject, but the corporation is blowing up overnight. I had some really good mentors, and I still do. They're wonderful people. But additional new responsibilities can really put some heavy weight on your ability to relax, calm down, and monitor a healthy level of stress. Some stress is okay. A little bit of stress is okay, especially if you need motivation to get up and push you towards your goals. But you know what I'm talking about. You know, the stuff that just has you nuts and afraid and anxious and angry with people. You find yourself angry or like short-tempered, you need to take a step back and chill the freak out. Like, chill out. You don't want to live like that because it's bad for you. Diet changes wreak havoc on your body. We already went over this just like a little bit. But when you are recovering from sugar addiction, and that means cutting your carbs, cutting your complex carbs, or whatever the keto thing is, you know what? I'm going through some brain fog right now. I'm going through brain fog. I have been lacking sleep for the last 2 days, and I had a lot to do this morning. So I'm a little goofy, but I'm in a much better mood, and I'll tell you about that later. But diet changes can absolutely stress out your body, can manifest as physical stress. When a sugar habit is leaving the body, it can cause physical anxiety. It can cause you to be in a bad mood. It can cause you to snap at people you might not normally come short with. Things like alcohol withdrawal. Anything that you take into your body that you stop doing for one reason or another can cause these stresses on your body. Stresses on your body manifest into stresses on your mental health. Your mental health, your mood, your ability to think straight and deal with other people. Woo! Oh yeah. Speaking of which, you ever been through a divorce? Yeah? No? Ever go through a breakup? Think about that. What does that do to your body? What does that physically do to your body as you try to emotionally process all of that? You ever gone through a breakup? Well, consider creating a new lifestyle, going through a breakup with your former lifestyle, with your former identity. And that's just that crazy bee that wants to show up and, talk to you at 4 o'clock in the morning while you're talking to your new girl or your new guy. Your bad habits are going to try to sneak up on you every chance they can get, and that might make you a little tense. I mean, what would you do if, things ended with one person, spend some time getting over it, and then you meet somebody great. And then this old bag, this bad individual right here, showing up on your doorstep at 3 o'clock in the morning after you and your new lady have a glass of wine or two. Things are getting a little romantic. It kind of ruin your day, right? It might make you feel a little stressed out. If your bad habits and you allow them to sneak up on you while you are in love with your new lifestyle, that can stress you out. Okay. But it is possible to leave that bee behind you. Get rid of it for good. And sometimes it can take up to maybe 9 months, a year. Depends on how bad your habits were, how bad your stress was, to totally be free of it and no longer have it in your rearview mirror. Can take up to that long. Okay, where are we? We are moving along. By the way, we are going to have a talk today because some of our members, our group experts, are doing amazing things with their lives, and I'm going to spend a few minutes today to celebrate their new lifestyle, their new habit, their new direction. I don't want to take away from the show today, but I got you, Ivan. I'm going to talk about you today. I hope you're listening. So, once you know what's up, where do we go from here? I want you to think about all of the responsible things that you do that keeps your body healthy. Now, what do you need to do in order to reverse or speed up the healing of all of the bad habits and the stress that you've been under? It's not that hard. It's just one step at a time, one day at a time. You can heal the stress from your body. Yeah. If stress can damage your body, that means you are also able to heal from it. Now, some injuries, when they are extreme, say on the battlefield, those need to be handled medically. For some people, they need medical medical help healing from the stress of that trauma, the physical stress of it. So the very first and foremost thing that I'm going to tell you guys to do whenever you are physically feeling your stress is to go see your doctor. Go see your doctor first. Make sure that there isn't an underlying medical condition that you have. I always mention food allergies because it's something that I'm super familiar with. I had no idea until I was 43 years old that I had severe food allergies. No clue. Spent decades overweight, battling my weight, and something as simple as removing food items from my day made a huge difference in the depression I've been getting treated for 25 years now. So see your doctor. Find out if you've got a condition like thyroid, or maybe you have a serotonin imbalance, or if you've got something else going on that can be treated and make a difference in the way that you physically feel stressed. Woo! Next, what do you do after you see a doctor? And if there's nothing physically wrong with you, although he might be giving you the cross eye because you might be a little punky mouth at the time, you might be kind of a jerk because you're feeling that stress, you're feeling that moodiness. Take a look at your nutrition. Take a look at your nutrition. In the United States, we are one of the most overweight countries in the world. There's a reason for that. Our nutritional intake in the United States is like an F- on the scale of A to F. We're like F-. F-. There's so many chemicals in our food. And you know what? I'm not poking at you. I'm poking at myself too, because I'm going to be 46 in like a month and a half. And I'm overweight. Hey, I love myself. I got a big butt and a bigger personality, but I'm overweight for a reason. And I'm just now learning this late in life that certain foods and certain things that we eat can affect our health. And when our health is affected, our mental health is affected. Your brain chemistry can be affected by the things you're eating. And once you make those changes to eat more responsibly and get rid of the things that are causing inflammation in your body, you're going to feel a lot better. You might even feel far less depression than you've been experiencing. I'm so serious. Get your nutrition in check. I recommend Dr. Eric Berg. He is on YouTube. His channel is free to watch. He has an entire library of education about how to eat and get rid of inflammation and to lessen things like arthritis pain and how to heal more quickly when you're physically injured. I love Dr. Berg. I love his wisdom. He's amazing. Has changed my life. I've actually lost about 13.6 pounds in the last 3 weeks, and I'm still going. Whew. Find ways to get more sleep. That sounds like BS, right? Like you're stressed out, your mind won't shut off. Find more ways to get sleep. Start doing research. I'm so serious, you guys. Start looking things up. The internet, there's more on the internet than just what I used to do. There's more to the internet than that. Okay. The internet is also good for information. Now, I don't mean information like, arguing with your friends over political matters, although that can be fun in the right circumstances. No, there's information on the internet. Look up nutrition, look up food, look up ways to get more sleep. There are lots of articles and blogs out there for people like you and me who need help relearning how to do certain things. Find ways to get more sleep. There are a lot of tips and tricks out there. One of the things that I use is I make sure that my bedroom is black, absolutely black, no light whatsoever, no sound either, unless the dogs or the husband is snoring. Then I put on a sound machine, and if I hear a constant white noise, it drowns out the intermittent interruptions of snoring or the dogs moving around, and then I can stay asleep. What I tell myself is it's the sound of a plane, because I always fall asleep on a plane. Don't know why, but maybe some white noise can help you. But always make sure your room is pitch black. You might sleep better. Or if your mattress is too hard or too soft, it might be keeping you from sleeping through the night. And another thing that can help with bad sleep, make sure that you're not eating or drinking within 2 or 3 hours before you are supposed to go to bed. Or certain vitamins, if you take them too late in the day, can actually keep you awake at night or make it hard for you to stay asleep. So do some research on that. I'm going to teach you guys how to be more empowered by taking these things upon yourselves. Okay. Gratitude. Physical stress and mental health can be positively affected when you practice gratitude. Now, if your life pretty much sucks because everything is going wrong at this moment, how do you find gratitude? Well, my number one gratitude for every day is that I woke up. I look up to the sky, and I thank my faith, my higher power. If you don't believe in a higher power, you just might thank the universe or fate or astrology or whatever it is that is bigger than you. Be thankful that you just opened your eyes. Not everybody is lucky enough to do that every day. Start your day with an act of gratitude. Thank you. I woke up today. I got another chance to do something awesome. Even if it sucks for the rest of the day, do one thing that's grateful. Water and vitamins. Mental health and depression can be deeply affected if you are vitamin deficient. Now, it sort of rolls along with nutrition, but that part of the conversation was about stop stuffing bad things into your body that are going to hurt you. Now we're talking about deficiencies. A simple vitamin deficiency or dehydration can cause anxiety. Yes. Can cause depression. Yes. If you're dehydrated, it's going to whack everything out. Even a little bit of dehydration is going to throw the whole day off, the whole world. You're going to feel sick. You're going to feel crappy. You're going to feel angry and moody. Drink some water. Drink more water. Prayer and meditation. If you find yourself getting frazzled into a place where you're going to have a breakdown, stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. Put your hands together. Put your hands in your lap. Maybe you don't pray to a deity. Maybe you don't pray to a God or a faith. But just quiet your mind and ask the air around you, if you have to, for help. Talk to yourself. Say, I'm not doing so good right now. I feel like I'm going to lose control of everything that's happening around me, and I can't do that. I can't afford to break down. I need to figure out a way to make this work. And as you're talking to yourself, your physical stress is going to start to decline. Have a conversation with yourself. It's not like the cat lady on the corner, carting around 15 cats in a baby stroller. When you talk to yourself, that is actually an act of kindness. I do it all the time. I look nuts. You know what? I don't care. But when I'm really freaking out like I was the last couple of days, I stop what I'm doing and I talk to myself because I believe in me. I know what I'm doing is for the right reasons. It's an act of good. It's a contribution to the world. And there are different things that have to go into that in order to make everything possible and fluid and roll out the way it's supposed to. But I know I'm doing it for the right reasons. What you're doing by making your life something that is not what it used to be, you're doing it to make your life better and to positively affect the people around you. You have goodness in your heart. You have goodness in your spirit. And when you find yourself forgetting that, stop what you're doing and have a conversation with yourself. Lose weight. Lose weight. Even a 5 to 10% reduction in body weight when you are overweight will have you feeling so much better. And in fact, you might be motivated to keep going. I am middle-aged. I am happy to be middle-aged because you know what? When I was younger, I didn't think I would survive past the age of 38 just because I was a fan of thinking the end of things. And I have to be careful how I talk, but I was one of those and I have the scars to prove it. At one point in my life, I constantly wanted that to be an option for me. I never thought I would survive this long in life. So I kind of want to stick around now for a really long time. And I began to learn how to bring my weight down to a healthy weight. I don't mean skinny. If skinny's not for you, good for you. I'm not a skinny person either. I never have been. But I would like to be of a healthy weight that is not going to cause me more permanent damage and shorten my lifespan. Research how to lose weight. Do it. It'll make you happy with yourself to not be out of control and at the mercy of food and bad habits. When you feel in control of something, it gives you a bigger self-esteem, a healthier self-esteem. And the most powerful thing you can do if you are freaking out or if your mental health is taking a serious hit is laughter. Laughter. Why is that? Why is laughter the way to go? Well, you all have been stressed out watching me talk for this long, so I'm going to show you exactly what laughter can do.
Excuse me.
How do you get a woman to stop arguing with you? How do you get a baby to stop crying? How do you end a vicious, violent argument between two people? If you can make someone laugh, everything stops. When people laugh, they're able to break free from the grips of an emotion controlling them. Laughter is one of the most powerful medicines for mental health. If you are able to amuse yourself, and I don't mean in that way that people are mostly using the internet for these days, but if you're able to make yourself laugh or find reasons to laugh, you are also able to break yourself free from things and emotions that are controlling your ability to think straight. Find ways to make yourself laugh. Read jokes. On websites, read joke books. Joke books. And then not only just read those books, but share them with people. When you can make people laugh, even if it's in the middle of the worst day ever, if you can make somebody laugh, the reward of giving somebody the ability to feel that will lift you up, will lift your mood, even just a little bit. Watch funny movies. When I went through some pretty hard experiences over the last few years, some traumatic loss in my family, the thing that I would do the most would be to watch a funny movie, to go see a comedy show, to read a funny book, of jokes. And laughing gave me the ability to be in control of my world again, to be able to regroup and stop feeling that stress, that anxiety, that anger, that sadness, long enough to get a grip on myself. Find a way to laugh. And be randomly silly. Just be goofy. Be a goofball for any other reason other than if you have no books, you have no movies, you have no friends around, act like a freaking weirdo. Act like you have no sense. Keep it legal, of course, because you don't want any of you to wind up in jail. But do something stupid. Get outside of how serious you are about yourself. Just for a moment, maybe 5-10 seconds, act like you got no sense. Walk into a store, grocery store, good morning, or hello, ladies. I don't know, whatever funny is for you. If you're the only person around, do it for yourself. Make yourself laugh. Think of something funny, hilarious, that just had you howling. Now, I've been through a lot of life experience over the last 25 years, and most of my stories are not appropriate for, PG audiences, but if you know me, we could talk about this another time. Make yourself laugh. It'll break you free from negative controlling emotions. All right. See, that wasn't so bad. Can't believe it's been 30 minutes already. Okay, you guys, now I'm going to go into the comments and we are going to say hello to everyone. By the way, for my Facebook viewers, You guys have to give StreamYard the permission to publish your name. Hi, Alan. Hi, Harold. Good to see you, Harold. Harold, I just think the world of you. I'm going to turn this damn music down so I can hear you guys. Hold on one sec. So we kind of went off without a hitch today. Like I got through the show without messing up too bad. I'm getting better at this, yo. Totally getting better at this. Now we're getting back over the comments. Harold Allen Jr., one of my inspirations, actually. Harold, it is always good to see you. Oh, I see. What is that, Greek? Or Hebrew? I can't tell. Guys, if you don't reply to me in English, I don't know what you're saying. Sorry. Luis Eduardo Elves. Hi. Good to see you. I love seeing new faces. Today I'm working on healthy meals. I lost my appetite this week due to overloading of stress. Yeah, I know the feeling. And you know what? It is really important that no matter what you're going through, the very least you do is to drink water and make sure to take a vitamin at some point in your day. Stress can deplete your electrolytes, your minerals, and all of that stuff that keeps your blood going and getting things to where they need to go. I think the most fasting I've ever heard of people doing was 7 days, but then they were drinking, fluids and having vitamins. But I'm not a doctor, so talk to your doctor. But a day or two without food, you might be okay as long as you're drinking enough water. Hi, Ari. You know what? We love Ari. Ari's my buddy. Ari's a New York fan, which is okay because he's still East Coast. And tomorrow's game is about West Coast, well, the western half of the United States, and super East Coast Philadelphia Eagles. So you're on my team. I consider you on my side. I do. Oh, hi, Army. Thank you. That's so kind of you. I really appreciate that. I wish I knew what name to call you by, but I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for you in the future. I really appreciate that. Ivan Jimenez. We have something especially appreciative to say about Ivan. Ivan, are you still with me? Are you still with me, Ivan? I hope you are. There's a little bit of a delay. Ivan has been making some incredible changes in his life. Ivan has the most amazing life story. And if you are a member of Digging from Darkness, Living in Light, you already know a little bit about Ivan. Ivan is embarking upon a new journey in life, and he is taking a risk on himself and trying something new. And I'm praying that you find all the success in the world and all of the happiness because of the mission that you have discovered that you need to serve. Yes, Ivan, you are still here. So Ivan, would you please tell everyone a little bit about what you're doing? I'm going to give you the floor for a second. I don't know how to bring you on the show. Ooh, maybe I do. Snap. Ooh, no, Ivan. Oh, I think I do. Hold on, I'm gonna invite Ivan on the show. Ivan, I think I figured it out. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Stay with me. Oh my God, I'm so excited right now. If I figure this out, that is another success for me. Oh my gosh. Why is this not working? Oh, Ivan. Hold on, Ivan, what is your thing on Facebook? I'm just trying to figure this out. Ivan. No, it's not letting me do it. Oh, God, this sucks. I'm going to try this. Okay, I thought I had it, but it's not going to work. But I can now send an invite through Facebook Messenger, I guess. Okay, Ivan, next week, I'm going to work on this until I get it right. You are going to be on my show next week. Next week, you guys, we are going to have Ivan Jimenez on the show for a few minutes. We're gonna interview Ivan so he can tell you guys all of the changes he's made and the things he's gone through to step over that door, that precipice of making a huge change in his life. Ivan, you're an inspiration. You're an inspiration. You guys, by the way, Ivan is in training to become a certified professional coach, life coach. It's amazing. I don't want to give away too much because next week is going to be awesome. I'm also looking to get Catherine Santos on the show because Catherine Santos is doing what I'm trying to establish. So I really look up to her. You are trying something new. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. So with that, you guys, we also have some announcements. I did something awesome that is going to get me closer to completely leaving the adult industry. What I did was I opened up a merchandising store. It's actually a gift shop for the LLC AllJOYInspired. AllJOYInspired is a community. It is a mission. At AllJOYInspired, we believe that people of all walks of life deserve a second chance to create a better future for themselves. Now, some people don't feel like they deserve to do that. Some people don't feel like they're able to do that because of choices that they regret in their past. But at AllJOYInspired, we believe everyone should get the chance to have a better future. So what we've done is we've opened up AllJOYInspired.store where you can find motivational and encouraging gifts for your loved ones or even for yourself while you're going through these changes and you might need a little extra help with having a better mood or the stamina to keep going during your journey. I recommend going. There are gifts for men and women and some that are appropriate for youths. It is a family-friendly website. No funny business there, I know. I'm moving away from the funny business, you guys. And hopefully with enough time to go by, I'm going to be able to leave it completely behind me. Now, I have my goals. I'm not going to spook you guys, but that is where we are at today. The Super Bowl is tomorrow. I am a hardcore Eagles fan. Hardcore Eagles fan. To the point where it's almost psychotic. I reserve the right to talk as much ish as I want to about the Philadelphia Eagles because that's just how it works. But I have nothing bad to say about Kansas City. I love Kansas City. I think what they've done is phenomenal in the last few years. They've really come a long way. So I'm going to wish both teams well, but I really hope Philadelphia wins because 2 Super Bowl wins in a lifetime, nobody ever thought that would happen. So with that, you guys, I send you all my love. I am so grateful that you're here. If you are not yet part of Digging from Darkness, Living in Light, you can find that by Googling it because some of these platforms that the broadcast is across will not let me tell you how to do that. Google Digging from Darkness, Living in Light. I appreciate you all so much. Go Birds!